Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please kindly be seated and thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam Sarawak maju makmur, salam segulai sejalai. Our guest of honor, the Right Honourable Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Bintun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak, the Honourable Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Deputy Premier of Sarawak and Minister for Public Health, Housing and Local Government, Sarawak, the Honourable Ministers, the Honourable Deputy Ministers, Yang Bahagia Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Lizosman bin Wan Omar, Sarawak State Financial Secretary, our distinguished guests, Yang Berusaha Mr. Joseph Lim Jit Sek, the Chief Executive Officer of Sarawak Centre of Performance Excellence Scope. Yang Berusaha Madam Siti Rahana Ahmad Dola, Acting Chief Executive Officer of Leadership Institute of Sarawak Civil Service. Heads of Department, Yang Berusaha Dr. Haji Salihin Abang, Founder and Group Managing Partner of Salihin. Distinguished speakers, delegates, sponsors, participants, the media entourage, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And here we are at the opening ceremony of the 2025 Sarawak Budget Conference with the theme, Together Building a Prosperous Future. A big round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Alhamdulillah. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, so as to pray for blessings for today's grand ceremony, it is now with great pleasure to invite Al-Fadil Ustaz Ahmad Nizam Johari Al-Hafiz, Islamic Affairs Executive from Salihin, to recite the doa. Falyatafaddal mashkura, majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin Wal'aqibatu lilmuttaqin Wala udwana illa ala zalimin Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, Ya Malikil Kudus, kami bersyukur kehadiratmu Ya Allah. Di atas limpah kurniaanmu kami dapat berhimpun pada hari yang permai ini bersempena dengan 2025 Sarawak Budget Conference. Ya Allah, Ya Karim, kami menadah tangan memohon doa restu darimu. Jadikanlah segala ilmu pengetahuan yang akan kami perolehi sepanjang seminar ini akan dapat dimanfaatkan dan diamalkan dalam kehidupan kami. Dan seterusnya akan dapat meningkatkan lagi mutu perkhidmatan kami, berintegriti, berdedikasi, berwibawa dan berwawasan tinggi serta menjadi insan yang soleh dan cemerlang untuk agama, bangsa dan negara. Tanamkanlah ke dalam jiwa kami sifat sabar dan tekun dalam melaksanakan tugas dan sentiasa amanah di dalam segala urusan yang telah dipertanggungjawabkan kepada kami. Ya Allah, Ya Syakur, Ya Allah, bukakanlah pintu hati kami untuk menjadi manusia yang sempurna, taat kepada Allah dan Rasul, taat kepada arahan ketua, manusia yang berjiwa wajar, sentiasa sanggup menghadapi rintangan, dugaan dan cabaran demi menjana dan memartabatkan agama, bangsa dan negara Malaysia yang tercinta. Ya Allah, Ya Rashid, jadikanlah hikmat bakti kami ini sebagai satu ibadah yang dicontohi dan disegani, Eratlah kasih sayang di kalangan kami. Limpahkanlah cahaya petunjuk untuk kami terus melaksanakan tanggungjawab dengan adil demi kesejahteraan masyarakat dan negara. Ya Allah, hiasilah sanubari kami dengan sifat-sifat mahmudah yang mulia lagi terpuji. Jauhilah dari kami sifat-sifat mazmumah yang hina lagi dikeji. Tanamkanlah ke dalam diri kami semangat bekerja sama dan persaudaraan yang sejati ke arah mencapai kecemerlangan dan keredaan-Mu, ya Ilahi. Terimalah segala usaha dan khidmat bakti kami sebagai satu ibadah seperti mana yang Engkau kehendaki. Allahumma ja'alna jam'ana haza jam'an marhuma wa tafarraqna min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma wa la taj'al fina ولا معنا شكيا ولا مطرودا ولا محروما ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Jazakallahu khairan kathira. Thank you very much to Al-Fadil Ustaz Ahmad Nizam Johari, Al-Hafiz, Islamic Affairs Executive from Salihin. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today marks the inaugural and the largest text event in Sarawak. As Sarawak continues its path toward becoming a high-income region, it is essential for us to grasp the financial strategies and environmental policies that will shape our future. So here we are. You're coming to the right platform at the right time. Yes, definitely the 2025 Sarawak Budget Conference. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to have a clear picture on today's conference, it is now with great pleasure to invite Yang Berusaha, Dr. Haji Salihin Abang, founder and group managing partner of Salihin, to present his welcoming remarks. Majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan, please.
Thank you, Farah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Right Honourable Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari Bintun Abang Haji Oping, Premier of Sarawak. The Honourable Datuk Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Deputy Premier of Sarawak. The Honourable Minister, the Honourable Deputy Ministers, yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Dr. Haji Wan Lozizman bin Wan Omar, Sarawak Financial Secretary, distinguished guests, yang berusaha Mr. Joseph Lim Jit Sek, CEO of Scope, yang berusaha Madam Siti Rahanah Ahmad Dola, Acting CEO of Leadership Institute of Sarawak Civil Service, Head of Department, Delegate, Participant, Media, Partners and Director of Salihin, distinguished guests, distinguished speakers and panelists, sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Salam Sarawak Maju Makmur and very good afternoon. Selawat dan salam ke atas junjungan besar Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah. With the grace of Allah, we are able to gather here today. It is truly honored to stand before you for this remarkable occasion, the inaugural and the largest tech event in Sarawak, the 2025 Sarawak Budget Conference. This event represents a historic milestone, serving not only as the first conference of its kind, but also as a platform for the first ever public analysis of Sarawak budget alongside with the regional budgets in Malaysia. On behalf of Salihin, Sarawak Centre of Performance Excellence Scope, the Leadership Institute of Sarawak Civil Service, and all our strategic partners and sponsors, I extend a warm welcome to Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Petinggi Premier. Thank you, sir, for coming, who has graciously honored us with his presence. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for coming. To our esteemed speakers, sponsors, and each one of you, welcome to this gathering which marks a significant milestone in our collective journey toward building a prosperous future for Sarawak. YAB Premier, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, the conference holds a particular significance as it brings together two pivotal elements: the 2025 Malaysian Madani budget announced on the 18th October 2024 and the 2025 Sarawak budget unveiled on the 11th November this year. These budgets are not merely fiscal plans, but blueprint for the sustainable growth, economic resilience, and social upliftment. As we stand at this crossroad of change and opportunity, it is imperative that we understand how this budget aligns to support Sarawak's aspiration to becoming a high-income, diversified, and green economy. Sarawak, as all know, has made incredible strides in the recent year. The region's focus on infrastructure development, digital transformation, and sustainability initiative has set it on the promising path. The theme of the conference, Together Building a Prosperous Future, which also aligns with the theme of the Sarawak budget, reflects our shared vision of ensuring that the benefits of growth reach all layers of our society. As Yang Amat Berhormat Premier rightly said, and everyone in our society should contribute toward our shared goal and aspiration in our own way, mengikut acuan kita sendiri, nitih juan kita yang pun. Ladies and gentlemen, the National 2025 Malaysia Madani budget is a testament of our federal government's commitment to fostering equitable growth and economic resilience. The allocations of funds toward key areas such as healthcare, education, and digital economy signal a future where inclusivity and sustainability take center stage. One of the standout aspects of the Madani budget is its focus on the green initiative, including the introduction of the carbon tax to support Malaysia's net zero carbon target by 2050. This aligns seamlessly with the Sarawak's own commitment to sustainability, particularly in reducing carbon emission and promoting green investment. Additionally, the emphasis on the enhancing SME support and fostering entrepreneurship is expected to bring about new opportunity for businesses, especially in the region like Sarawak. Over the past decade, Sarawak budget allocation has been significantly focused on development, with approximately 70% directed to development expenditure and only 30% allocated for the operational expenditure. This is a clear commitment from the Sarawak government towards empowering local communities and bolstering socio-economic development. Sarawak budget strategic allocation are designed to unlock the potential of key sectors such as agriculture, tourism, oil and gas, and digital industries. These sectors are the engines of Sarawak economic growth, and with this right policy and incentive in place, we can look forward to accelerated development. The Sarawak government's prioritization on infrastructure projects, especially the rural area, underscore its dedication to bridging the urban-rural divide. This allocation for infrastructure includes substantial investment in roads, bridges, and utility, which will not only enhance connectivity, but also provide new economic opportunities for businesses and communities across Sarawak. Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on this two-day conference, it is essential to recognize that the journey toward prosperous Sarawak and Malaysia requires collaboration. This conference, thoughtfully balanced, in-depth discussion on fiscal and economic matters with engaging element designed to foster inclusivity and interaction. That's why I mentioned just now, this conference is different. We have elements of a bit performance, lucky draw, so that when we talk about budget, finance, accounting, taxation, cukai, I think a bit dry topic, but we bring to you a different dimension. We bring to you the performer, baskers, lucky draw also, so that will bring a bit enhancement and excitement in the budget. So today, we have gathered exceptional lineup of experts, including 24 esteemed speakers and panelists. 2 of them is actually international, alongside policymakers engaging directly with the business leader. Together, they will share their insight on Malaysia Madani budget and also 2035 Sarawak budget. This discussion not only merely about understanding the budget allocation, but about translating them into actionable strategies that drive the real world impact. It gives me a great pleasure also to highlight that we will soon witness the exchange of significant MOU between Salihin and Scope. This partnership embodies the spirit of collaboration essential to driving Sarawak forward, focusing on strengthening human capital development, advancing digital transformation, promoting sustainable progress, and positioning Sarawak as a leader in innovation and excellence. Once again, I would like to sincerely thank to Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Petinggi Premier, Deputy Premier, Minister, Deputy Minister, distinguished guests for their support. My heartfelt appreciation also goes to our partner, our main partner, MUFG, Platinum sponsor, Pressmetal Aluminium Holding Berhad, and our gold sponsor, Amanah Raya Berhad, and also our other sponsor, Co-op Bank, Electroserve, Bintulu Port Holding Berhad, and our media partner, TVS, UKAS, supporting partner, Tabung Haji, Tabung Haji Travel, who has sponsored us for the Umrah, 2 package for Umrah, and Salihin Academy and Salihin Foundation, and our logistic partners also, Pakema, thank you, and our hotel partners also, SADC Hotel, Grand Margarita, Riverside Majestic, and also Riverside Majestic. Partners, friends, and media, all participants, and the organizing team for dedicated effort and invaluable contribution. From the bottom of my heart, I sincerely hope this conference evolve into the treasured annual tradition. We wanted to have this as an annual conference. Hopefully, we get the support from many, especially the state. So, okay, because I think this is a very important platform and also a venue for us to engaging on the good thing about Sarawak especially. In closing, let us remember that budget are more than numbers on page. They are expression of our values, our priorities, and our collective aspiration. As we delve deeper into the discussion today, let us keep in mind the bigger picture, that together we have the power to drive Sarawak and Malaysia towards a sustainable and prosperous future. Once again, welcome to the 2025 Sarawak Budget Conference. Thank you for your presence, and I wish you all a fruitful and engaging experience over the next 2 days. Saya akhiri dengan satu pantun dari Long Terawan ke Kampung Jitak, singgah sebentar di Kampung Lintang. Sarawak maju makmur aspirasi kita, bersama membina masa depan gemilang. With that, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, terima kasih sekalung budi. Thank you very much to Yang Berusaha Dr. Haji Salihin Abang, founder and group managing partner of Salihin and former president of the Malaysian Institute of Accountants. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, as been mentioned, this conference marks a significant milestone, being the first public analysis of Sarawak's budget and the inaugural discussion on regional budgets in Malaysia. And of course, over the next 2 days, we will delve deep into the specifics that will define our economic landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next highlight, and that is the keynote speech entitled Together, Building a Prosperous Future, to be presented by our guest of honor. So please welcome and please put your hands together for the Right Honourable Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak. Majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good afternoon. Selamat tengah hari. Salam sejahtera dan salam Sarawak maju, makmur, salam segulai sejalai. Yang berhormat Saudara Timbalan Premier, yang berhormat rakan-rakan Menteri, yang berbahagia Datuk Seri Dr. Haji Wan Lis Osman, SFS kita, yang berbahagia Mr. Joseph Ling Jitek, CEO Sarawak Center of Performance Excellence Scope, yang berusaha Madam Siti Rahana Hamadullah, Acting CEO Leadership Institute of Sarawak Civil Service, yang berusaha Tuan Haji Dr. Salihin Abang, Founder and Group Managing Partner of Salihin, distinguished guests, delegate participants, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor for me to stand before you, a testament to our shared vision of a prosperous Sarawak. Today at the 2025 Sarawak Budget Conference, we come together as leaders, innovators and partners, committed to building a brighter future for Sarawak. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the Sarawak Center of Performance Excellence Scope, Leadership Institute of Sarawak Civil Service, and Salihin International for organizing this inaugural conference. This event marks a significant milestone as the first ever public analysis of Sarawak's budget and regional budgets in Malaysia, made possible through the support of MUFG Bank, Japan's largest bank, represented here by its subsidiary MUFG Bank Malaysia Berhad as the main sponsor. Thank you very much. To all our esteemed sponsors, partners, speakers, experts and delegates, a heartfelt welcome and thank you for being here in Kuching to share your invaluable knowledge and insights. Your contribution is essential to advancing our collective mission towards a more prosperous future. Ladies and gentlemen, a vision for Sarawak prosperity. The theme of the budget, being also the theme of today's conference, Together Building a Prosperous Future, resonates deeply with our collective aspiration and responsibilities in shaping a thriving Sarawak for generations to come. As we approach the midpoint of the 12th Malaysia Plan, RMK12, and gear up for the 13th Plan, RMK13, our focus remains steadfast on economic transformation, sustainability, inclusive and equitable growth. The 2025 Sarawak budget is not only a reflection of our aspiration, but also a vital component of the post-COVID-19 development strategy, PCDS 2030, which aims to transform Sarawak into a high-income economy through sustainable practices, innovation, and inclusivity. This aligns seamlessly with the Malaysia Madani 2025 budget, which emphasizes further support for green growth, technology adoption, and equitable development. Today, I am confident these strategies will position Sarawak as thriving economic force within Malaysia and on the global stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the global and national context. Globally, the economic landscape remains uncertain. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, global economic growth is projected to slow to 3.2% in 2025, influenced by geopolitical tensions and climate changes. Despite escalating uncertainties in the global landscape, Malaysia's economy demonstrates resilience, with growth projected between 4.8% and 5.3% in 2024, due to robust consumer spending, bolstered by improvements in labor market conditions and higher disposable incomes. Domestically, Sarawak has been a key contributor to Malaysia's resilience, supported by allocation from the Malaysia Madani Budget 2025, which commits 5.9 billion ringgit to development in the region. This fund will enable significant projects in infrastructure, energy, and education, advancing Sarawak's priorities while reinforcing our economic alignment with national objectives. The Malaysia Madani Budget 2035, announced by the federal government, is geared towards enhancing national resilience through fiscal discipline, social equity, and environmental sustainability. It includes comprehensive support for regional states, including Sarawak, to bolster infrastructure, technology adoption, and green growth. This support is crucial in empowering us to align Sarawak's budget priorities with national policies while addressing our distinct regional needs. Sarawak's 2024 reflection and our outlook for 2025. As we reflect on 2024, I am pleased to note the remarkable achievements of Sarawak amidst global economic uncertainties. Our GDP growth is projected between 5.0 and 6.0% by the end of the year. Key sectors such as services, mining, and agriculture have all demonstrated commendable growth, driven by strategic investment and innovative policies. Guided by PCDS 2030, our investment in catalytic projects such as the 50 megawatt Batang Air floating solar farm and hydrogen initiative have positioned Sarawak as a leader in renewable energy and digital transformation. Aligned with this vision, our ambition under the Malaysia Agreement 1963, MA63, reflects Sarawak's strengthened autonomy in economic affairs and energy resources, such as petroleum, enabling us to direct development tailored to our needs. This includes strategic investment in renewable energy, such as the Bintulu hydrogen production plant, which will be a critical driver of clean energy exports in the region. Energy remains a cornerstone of Sarawak's economic strategy. Guided by our energy roadmap, we are advancing initiatives such as the Murun floating solar project, which upon completion will be the largest hybrid floating solar hydro installation globally. We are the largest in the world. In hydrogen, our vision to produce 240,000 tons annually by 2028 is set to contribute RM 2.5 to RM 3.6 billion to Sarawak's GDP each year. These efforts not only bolster energy security, but also drive economic growth and support our net zero 2050 aspiration. Actually, we are negative, not only net zero, negative. As Malaysia prepares to take on the role of chairman for ASEAN in 2025, Sarawak has the opportunity to showcase our strength on a regional platform. Our contribution to renewable energy, digital transformation, and sustainable agriculture will reinforce Malaysia's leadership in ASEAN while creating new pathways for collaboration and trade. Another important development that presents significant opportunities for Sarawak is the establishment of Ibu Kota Nusantara, Indonesia's new capital in Kalimantan. Its proximity to our region opens up immense potential for cross-border economic collaboration, particularly in trade, logistics, and tourism. By strengthening connectivity and collaboration with our neighbors, we can further integrate Sarawak into the regional economy and enhance our position as a strategic gateway for ASEAN. Sarawak is also embracing the future through innovative ventures such as the space economy. Our geographic location near the equator positions us an ideal hub for satellite launches, and feasibility studies are already underway. Leveraging renewable hydrogen as clean space fuel, we aim to attract global partnerships while creating new opportunities in satellite technology, navigation system, and advanced logistics. Our financial capacity continues to be strengthened through strategic measures such as the state's alternative funding initiative, leveraging institutions like the BOS or Development Bank of Sarawak to accelerate infrastructure development while maintaining fiscal discipline. These innovative approaches enable us to deliver transformative projects without compromising the financial stability of Sarawak. Furthermore, with Malaysia's recent inclusion in BRICS, Sarawak Government-Linked Companies GLC, small medium enterprises, SMEs, and other businesses can expect greater access to emerging markets and investment opportunities, strengthening our position as a key driver of Malaysia's economic growth. Ladies and gentlemen, despite global challenges, Sarawak's GDP growth is projected to surpass 5% in 2025, driven by strategic investment in infrastructure and green technology. For the year 2025, Sarawak's budget has been meticulously crafted with an unprecedented allocation of 15.8 billion ringgit to ensure sustainable economic growth while prioritizing key sectors that drive Sarawak prosperity. This ambitious budget is built upon 8 strategic thrusts that aim to propel Sarawak towards a prosperous future. First thrust, transforming and diversifying the economy. Central to this vision is the transformation and diversification of the economy, where significant investment in agriculture, manufacturing, and high-value industries will ensure food security, self-sufficiency, and Sarawak position as a hub for advanced manufacturing and technology. Second, positioning Sarawak as a major investment destination. Equally critical is positioning Sarawak as a prime investment destination, with initiatives including high-tech industrial parks and focused SME development programs. Sarawak seeks to attract global investors and foster local entrepreneurship, particularly in emerging sectors such as semiconductors and renewable energy. Third, strengthening talent and educational development. Education and talent development also remain pivotal to us. This is evidenced by continued funding for early childhood education, tertiary institution, and vocational training, alongside initiatives like the 1,200 special pocket money assistance for all Sarawakian tertiary students, ensuring they can focus on their studies without financial worries. I think this is the first time untuk biakin itu. Ada pocket money free 1,002. Additionally, reforms in the civil service aim to equip Sarawak's workforce for future demands, reflecting our commitment to inclusive growth and innovation. Fourth, accelerating digital transformation. The budget accelerates digital transformation through projects under the Sarawak Digital Economy Blueprint 2030, supported by a 470 million ringgit investment in key initiatives such as the Sarawak Integrated Operations Center and smart towers to enhance connectivity and drive digital innovation. Fifth, enhancing people's well-being and ensuring inclusive development. The budget further stresses on enhancing the well-being of the rakyat and ensuring inclusive development. I am glad that significant resources have been allocated to social protection programs, such as the Senior Citizen Health Benefit, the Sumbangan Keperluan Asas Sarawak, SKAS, investment in affordable housing, women's empowerment programs, and targeted support for micro-entrepreneurs. To further demonstrate the government's commitment to equitable growth and uplifting vulnerable communities, infrastructure development remains a top priority under urban-rural economic integration. We earmark 10.9 billion ringgit for development expenditure. Key projects include roads, bridges, ports, and enhanced water and electricity supply system. For example, the allocation includes 1 billion ringgit for roads and bridges, 352 million ringgit for water supply projects, and 170 million for electrification under alternative funding. This initiative aims to connect rural areas to economic centers, thereby reducing disparities and unlocking opportunities for growth and prosperity across Sarawak. 6. Promoting culture, sports, and youth empowerment. Promoting culture, sports, and youth empowerment also features prominently in the budget, with dedicated funding for events, facilities, and talent development programs aimed at fostering a vibrant and cohesive society. Efforts to enhance Sarawak's cultural heritage and preserve its unique identity are evident in projects like the Sarawak Museum Campus, Santubong Archaeological Park, and initiative to boost youth participation in sports and community activities. 7. Enhancing environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability is another cornerstone, with plans for renewable energy expansion, green infrastructure projects, and effort to position Sarawak as a green hub within the ASEAN region. Collectively, this initiative reflects Sarawak's unwavering resolve to foster inclusive growth, bridge the urban-rural divide, and ensure long-term fiscal and environmental sustainability for the people of Sarawak. 8. Strengthening public sector delivery and capacity. We have strongly focused on strengthening our public service delivery and capacity. Investment in digital governance, cyber security, and talent development programs for civil servants are designed to ensure efficient and responsive governance. These initiatives are complemented by a strategic push for innovation and research, supported by 150 million ringgit for the Sarawak Infectious Disease Center and 135 million ringgit for the Sarawak Science Center. Enhancing Sarawak SME's capability and competitiveness. Ladies and gentlemen, due emphasis is also given to the effort to increase the competitiveness of Sarawak small and medium-scale businesses in the global market. We are implementing various programs and projects to uplift SME's capability and capacity under the various ministries with a total funding of 39.7 million ringgit for 2025, covering 19 projects and programs. These programs include entrepreneurs training and development, SME and micro credit scheme, digitalization program, promotion and marketing, product development, incubator programs, agro and contractors development funds. Ladies and gentlemen, as we set ambitious goals for 2025, Sarawak budget, our journey towards sustainable growth cannot be achieved by the government alone. We must harness the collective strength of partnership between the public sector, private enterprises, and civil society. This collaboration is essential to driving innovation, investment, and inclusive development across Sarawak. Thus, we embark on our journey towards a prosperous and sustainable future. Let us remember that the success of Sarawak is not determined by the efforts of one, but by the collective commitment of all, including the government, private enterprises, academia, civil society, and citizens. As highlighted by Dr. Salihin Abang during his welcome address, it gives me great pleasure to announce that we will witness the exchange of MOU between Salihin and Sarawak Center of Performance Excellence. Before I finish my speech, I would like to share you the success and journey of PCDS 2030. We are in the midst of the journey between 2020 to 2030. This is our 5th year, and we have another 5 more years to go. During the last 5 years, we noticed and we have achieved the increased income of Sarawak government from 5 billion in the year 2020 to 14 billion in the year 2024, sorry. And 2025, 2026, perhaps we have to work hard to increase our Sarawak's income. But the next 5 years, after we built our coastal road and injection to our infrastructure development plan from Sarawak's fund, including our alternative funding, the next 5 years. By the year 2027, we have paid all the major projects under first phase of 2030 PCDS. In other words, sudah free, all sudah bayar, tidak ada utang. And the cost of this infrastructure project, including electricity, as well as water, plus our coastal road and trunk road, is over 20 billion. And by the year 2027, we will inject another 100 billion ringgit to our economy between 25 to 2030. And this 100 billion include 2 major projects which will have impact on our economy. One is our deep seaport in Kuching and our international airport also in Kuching. We will build based on our funding, and there has been interest by the private sector to take equity. Our deep seaport will be, I think I have exhibited publicly during our gas roadmap, including gas terminal of Tanjung Embang. It's just like Shanghai lah. We build it on our reclaimed island, but as you know, our Muara Tebas mouth Sarawak River is very shallow. So we are building right in the sea. And with the rivers from Sadong and Samrahan, a lot of siltation. I think with that particular port that we are going to build, there will be, land growth in that particular area because of siltation. And that particular port include the general cargo as well as oil gas terminal. And this will open up the area in Tanjung Embang direct to Samarahan. When the bridge across the Jingkat completed, the whole area will be integrated. The second part will be our airport. I don't have to tell you where the airport is, but the airport will be international that can accommodate 15 million tourists or passengers using the airport. And it is based, we are modeling it on Qatar, Doha, and it's going to be seamless international airport. With that airport, hopefully by next month, we sign SMP on must swing. We got our own airline. With that ecosystem, the second part of PCDS 2030, we will have all the ecosystem that will be developed right up to the year 2035. With that, our journey is clear, and the private sector and the public sector will work together and therefore propel our economy for further growth. With that injection of 100 billion ringgit by the government, not including the private sector that will come, then our economy trajectory will be focused, and we hope by then Sarawak will be a prosperous state shared by all citizens of Sarawak. With that, I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, and insightful words of wisdom. Thank you very much, and we invite our guest of honor to please remain on stage for our next highlight. And also may we invite all distinguished guests at the front row to join and accompany the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak.
Sarawak is at a critical stage where we need to leapfrog our strategic infrastructure development to facilitate economic growth throughout the state. With the additional source of revenue collected from the state's sales tax of petroleum products, of which to date we have collected 18.6 billion from this revenue source. Here we are committed on the appropriation of an initial 8 billion ringgit into the future fund and followed by subsequent annual appropriation over a period of 20 years. And until then, the money from the fund cannot be withdrawn, even by successive government.